Dr. Mexico, what motivated you to host this award?
Well, I served as Jamaica's Consul General, the most recent past Consul General in New York. And it really came home to me when I was in that office how essential it was to reach out to the next generation of diaspora. People my age, yes, we get it. We are connected. We send $2.2 billion of remittances back home every year. But my children, your generation, really needs to get connected. And I think that they're doing such amazing things that they certainly deserve the acknowledgement and the honor. So it was really an idea that had been in making for quite a while.
Okay. And do you see this going on? Is this going to be an annual event that we can all look forward to?
I think that you can say that safely. News Corp and the Caribbean Life are very thrilled to do this. They're committed to the Caribbean community. They've been publishing this paper. They're the largest Caribbean paper in the diaspora. So there's a real commitment and an investment in our community. So I think it's safe to say that this is an annual event.
The investment in young professionals, in the youth in the Caribbean, could you speak more to that? What's your impression on?
Certainly. Well, youth today, they're all about technology. I mean, it's just amazing. When you think that we have almost 100% penetration of cell phone in Jamaica, where we still don't have running toilets in some communities, but everybody has a cell phone. So everybody's in technology somehow. And young people are driving that. They're on Facebook, they're on Twitter. And certainly when we talk about looking at young people and engaging young people, we really need to engage them through technology. So I'd like to see more done in that regard with our young people, not only in the region, but also here in the diaspora.
We're very happy to be here tonight. I think Caribbean Life is, glad to be here and salute all the people that go unrecognized. So many times, it's not the same people these are new people, and the people that are going to be the next generation that's going to support economically, and the people that, even though they might not be living in the Caribbean anymore, are the people that always are giving back to the Caribbean.
Okay. And there's Caribbean Life newspaper. Could you tell us more about Caribbean Life?
Sure. Caribbean Life started 23 years ago. Caribbean Life started because there was no local news for the people from the islands that are living in Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Manhattan. So what we do is we concentrate on the good news of culture. So we have two different concentrations. One is the news from back home, and even more so is the news that people could use from here that is the positive news. The cultural things that people want to know, events that are happening, and things that they can't get from the local newspapers or the things they can't get from the daily newspapers.
Hi, so we are here at the 20 on the 40 Honors, the first 20 on the 40 Honors, which is an event being hosted by News Corp here at their Manhattan headquarters in New York, and in partnership with Diaspora Dashboard, of which I'm the Executive Vice President. We have with us now 3 of our honorees, and I'll allow them to introduce themselves and your company.
Hi, Mark Chin, Google.
Carrie McLean, Wedco. Yasmin Spiro, Interior Design Magazine.
Now, this is amazing because when you think about the diversity of the Caribbean, this is what we're talking about, not in terms of the brilliance, but we are a population of peoples, and it is really a pleasure to be able to showcase that today, the brilliance of these young people, the next generation of Caribbean leaders in New York. So thank you guys for stopping by. We're going to be bringing on some of the other honorees, unless you have anything you want to say this is going to be broadcast over the Caribbean. So Mark, did you have something you want to say to your friends and family?
Big up.
Big up. Yeah, big up, yes, because the truth of the matter is that he's a dad to twin boys, 4-month-old boys. So they have taken a lot of your energy, haven't they? So congratulations. Boy and a girl. Oh, boy and a girl. So congratulations. And Carrie, did you want to say something?
Just thank you for all of the support and guidance over the years.
Oh, absolutely. You're very welcome. And of course, Yasmin Spiro.
Well, it's hard to follow the big up, but just thank you. That's very kind of you.
So there you have it, 3 of our honorees. There are 20 honorees, and we'll be bringing some of them on throughout the evening. Thank you, guys. You see Sabrina Hosang hanging over there. I like to describe Sabrina as the most gorgeous Caribbean bachelorette. The truth of the matter is I'm waiting for that status to change and for you to invite me to the wedding. When is that going to
I have the
happen?
ring. I
You
have
have the
the
ring?
ring.
Oh, you have the ring. Let's see the ring. Oh, that is amazing. So, first of all, congratulations on
Thank
this
you.
award. It is so very well deserved. You know, your company, which is Royal Caribbean Jerk Cuisine, is a legend, is a stalwart in our community. Well, you know, your dad is, to me, better than sliced bread. You know how I love Vinny. We have a mutual admiration society. But it's really great to see the young generation, yourself, representing the future. So you say a few words to your folks out there.
Oh, well, I just want to say I'm just so blessed to have my parents just to bring me up and just instill in me so many things that has really helped make the person that I am today, you know, because without that, I probably would be doing something bad.
Well, I know you, Sabrina. You wouldn't be doing anything bad.
That's true.
But
That's
you're
true.
absolutely right about that. Your parents are an incredible support,
Yes.
and I can see how they interact with you, how there's so much love and family
Absolutely.
unity. It is incredible.
Absolutely.
Well,
And-
thank you for.
I would like to say that you know, family business are, you know, they're not that easy to work
No.
in because you have your siblings, you have your family, and you're working with them, and you see them every day.
Right.
So I'm just so blessed to know that my family and I can work together. You know, because you don't have that in many family businesses.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know, and I'm
well,
just,
you have been teaching the community about family for a long time.
Absolutely.
We watch you. We
Yes.
know how you do it.
Yes.
And what always strikes me about Vinny is his humility.
oh my gosh.
This
yes.
man, I don't care what he achieves, and it's plenty. He's so humble.
Oh yes. And you know, I take a few notes out of his book too.
Well, you know, part of it is that he's a man of God, right?
Yes.
He's really highly blessed and
and this,
favored.
right, and this is what it's for. You know, this is the next generation. I'm the next generation, and to continue what he's been doing, and just to inspire others to do the same.
Perfect. Thank you so much,
Thank
Sabrina,
you.
for stopping by. In fact, if you see any of the other honorees, send them over here so we can interview them.
Thank you very much.
I see Lawman Lynch over there, that young man there. Come on over here, Lawman. This is another one of our honorees. Lawman, how are you?
Well, I'm doing
Good
well,
to
thanks.
see you. Look at how... Come on, this is too much. You look amazing.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations
Thanks
on
a
this
lot. I really
honor.
appreciate it.
We
Thank
are
you.
so happy that you're here.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you feel about this award this evening.
I feel great. It is indeed an honor to be recognized by, you know, Diaspora Dashboard and Caribbean Life
Caribbean Life,
magazine. I've been in the U.S. for 3 years, so this is not only a shocker, but
Right.
it really is a humbling moment
Oh,
as
good
well.
heavens.
I do enjoy what I do. I work with the Salvation Army,
That's
as
right,
you
you're with
know.
the Salvation
so
Army.
my whole passion is youth and community
I know,
development.
I know.
So to be recognized for the work that I've been doing with youth in youth development for, I would say, probably 2 decades, it's really, really
Well, it is
an
very
honor.
well deserved, and
Thank
I'm
you.
telling you, you look the part, you look amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, my heavens. Congratulations. Send the other honorees over there for me. You're here. I see Janelle Craig. Did I see Janelle? Yeah, Janelle. Congratulations, Janelle Craig. She's an attorney. Right. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you feel about being here this evening.
I'm absolutely delighted to be here, and I'm very thankful for the award, and very thankful to your organization and to Caribbean Life for the award. I was born in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and I immigrated to the United States when I was very young. I attended Columbia University and the University of Pennsylvania, where I received my law degree and my Master's of Public
Oh, girl,
Administration.
come on. I mean, you're Ivy.
Yes,
You're
double
Ivy.
as my mother would
She's
say,
Ivy.
yeah.
Amazing.
And currently, I work as a public finance lawyer.
For the city?
For the city
For
of
the
New
city of New York.
And really what that means is that the biggest projects,
Yes.
bridges, hospitals, tunnels.
Infrastructure.
Exactly. I do the legal work for that. And it's fascinating, and it makes a measurable impact on the life of everyday
course.
Americans.
You know, it's just amazing when I think about where Jamaicans are. You know, we are literally in every position and every level. And your achievement for being so young is just incredible. Congratulations. Tell me about your family.
Well, I'm here tonight with my my mother and my aunt, and who are here, and they've been so supportive of me. My family, you know, from a young age, has always stressed the value of an education.
Yes.
That's important, and once you have an education, no one can take that away from you.
Absolutely.
So that's really been something that's been a guiding force in my life.
You know, it's very interesting because many of us come from humble families.
Yes.
And our parents said, listen, you have your education, nobody can take that. Hang on to your education. And you're a proof that that was excellent, sage advice. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. So I think a part of your initiative also is online television, isn't it?
Yes, it's also online television. It's a big platform.
Yes.
I mean, everyone is online, whether they're on Facebook or Twitter, everybody is online. And we thought that by having everyone online doing their regular stuff,
Right.
why not want to be able to watch Caribbean television? So we provide that
Fantastic.
platform as well. But the other thing which is great is that mobile TV is big, huge.
So that's your TV on your phone.
That's TV on your phone.
Yes.
And oftentimes, well, like right now, we're broadcasting live, and I'm sure there's a number of people that's watching us
Picking
live
it
on their
up.
mobile phones.
Amazing.
And so it's a triple platform where now folks could watch us on their phones, on their mobile devices, online, or
Right.
on their television sets
Right.
via the TCN Plus
Well,
IPTV.
you know,
So it's great.
I'm Executive Vice President of Diaspora Dashboard, and we're going to be partnering
Yes,
on rolling
absolutely.
out that
Absolutely.
TV. We have on Diaspora Dashboard Dash TV.
Yes.
So we're going to be working together, and to me, I'm so excited about that, Junior.
I'm even more excited because
Yeah.
I think that when you take Caribbean community and you integrate it with everything that's happening with what you're doing and what we're doing and put it together, it all makes for a great, excellent mixture. We need to work together.
We need to work together.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much for coming.
No problem.
And for providing this amazing coverage
we're live.
for our event.
Yes.
And I see Ralph D'Onofrio. Thank you. And I see Ralph D'Onofrio,
You gotta get Ralph.
the associate publisher of Caribbean Life. You got to say something, Ralph.
What is there to say? I'm next to you. I'm thrilled. I'm happy.
He knows the words
Well,
to say. Well, Ralph, it's a pleasure working with you
And
on
you
this.
too. This was it's been a great event, and it's your
just
great.
getting started.
Well, I mean, well, so far it's,
So far.
it's already going on.
Right.
Your idea, bringing that idea to us, and us working together to expand it and really make it something great.
Right.
It was a thrill.
Ralph, let me tell you, the ideas are only worth the implementer, and you are the implementer par excellence, my friend.
We have a huge team. We all did it together. I'm proud to work with Diaspora Dashboard and Caribbean Life together.
And hosting this, I mean, we're at News Corp headquarters.
I think the venue is terrific.
I mean, the venue is fabulous.
And everyone seems to be having a good
Having a
time.
great
The
time.
food is great. And we're looking forward to the speeches.
Absolutely. Well,
So,
thanks for stopping by, D'Onofrio.
Thank you. I'll talk.
And tell people how long we've known each other.
Well, I've known Geneve for about like 30 years.
30 years.
She's one of my better friends and so on. She's so industrious and so illustrious. And
Watch yourself,
such a
Kendall.
great lady.
Watch
So,
yourself, Kendall.
she's one of my best friends. And Geneve is one of the best friends you could ever have. She's really ingenious. And anytime you need have a problem...
Enough about me, Kenton.
Yes,
This
okay.
is all about you right now.
Okay,
We're
what's about
really,
me?
you are the editor of a magnificent paper called Caribbean Life.
Yes.
And you guys are bigging up everybody this evening, you and News Corp, in partnership with the Diaspora. And you are the editor of this paper.
Yes, I've
So,
been
and you've
last
been for 10 years.
17 years,
Yeah, 17 years.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I've been at the helm and so on, you know. I couldn't have a better job than really just looking out for Caribbean people and showing
Right.
the world what's best about the Caribbean.
Right.
And it's been really a fun thing. You know, my motto there at the paper really has been, anything you really need to know, that we figured that our Caribbean people need to know, we'll find it, and you'll find it in the paper.
Well, Kenton, they could not have a better editor-in-chief. The scholarship and the work that comes out of the paper is head and tails in our community. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Keep up the good job.
Thank you.
Everyone, we're back at the 20 Under 40 Awards, speaking with one of the other awardees, Mr. Dexter English from Guyana. Mr. English, can you tell us more about yourself?
I'm Dexter, and I'm in construction management. I basically just build stuff.
How did you know that you wanted to be an engineer? How did this come about?
I was always fascinated by big projects like bridges, or whether it was a roadway project or a huge building. I was just fascinated by that, and I figured that I was fairly good at math, but not that great. So if I did civil engineering, that would have been the least amount of math that I had to do. So.
And where are you employed at the moment?
I'm with Hunter Roberts Construction Group.
And And I think that's one of the major groups here in New York.
Yeah,
true?
they're a major building in New York City. Yes.
Can you speak to some of the places you've actually worked at, helped to construct?
Yes. Many of you would know the Long Island Jewish Women's Hospital,
Okay.
also known as the Katz Women's Hospital. It's a 9-story, 280,000 square foot hospital just dedicated to labor delivery, so to women.
Impressive. Now you know everybody. Now you know we have a very good man here. Tell about the family life. How's that?
Well, family's great. I've got a wife, 3 kids, 3 beautiful girls, and so they're the love of my life.
They must be very proud of you tonight.
Well, I hope so. I hope so.
Well, I congratulate you on your award, and I wish you all the best, and thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
We're going to see who else we could speak to tonight, because everybody's here mixing, mingling, and just getting together. It's so wonderful to see all these brilliant minds all together here in this space. It speaks to the diversity in the Caribbean. There's just so much to learn and to experience from these people. So it's just wonderful. And who do we have here?
Lawman Lynch.
Mr. Lawman Lynch. Yeah. Wow, a wonderful name, unique at that. Would you like to tell us a bit more about yourself?
Well, from Jamaica. I moved here 3 years ago, and currently I work for the Salvation Army as the Center and After School Programs Director there. I also started the Lawman Lynch Foundation in Jamaica in 2008, which will be launched here in the U.S. Next year. And I'm also the founder of Elite Buzz magazine.
Okay. So. Your position at Salvation Army, could you speak more about what that position is about? What do you do?
Sure. Well, we have a youth and community development center in the Bedford-Stuyvesant area, and basically our flagship program is an after-school program catering to almost 150 to 200 families in the Brooklyn area. So our main thrust is to ensure that these young people get homework help, as also to provide recreational and an educational space for them after school. And this is open every day, and whenever school is on holidays or half a days, we are normally open for the entire work day, because as you know, our parents, it's very expensive to find the home care for these kids. So what we offer is a safe space, a safe haven for these young people to be away from home or away from school.
Oh, that's very impressive. I applaud you on engaging in such impressive work. Your foundation, could you speak a bit more about that, the one in Jamaica?
The one in Jamaica. The Lawman Lynch Foundation, like I said, was started in 2008. And it came out of the need to help young people again. I found that each time I got paid, I was giving money away or trying to help people. So I felt it was prudent for me to streamline what I was doing, hence the initiation of the foundation. So our focus again is child and youth development, and our flagship program is Music for Life, where we raise financial resources to help young people in need, marginalized young people. So each year we may focus on a children's home, we may focus on a school, but I try to ensure that a Salvation Army location, for example, receives the children in that early childhood institution receives at least one nutritious meal per day. So in essence, we adopt roughly 200 kids. So, but I've worked with so many great Jamaican artists to mount this show, and since I moved to the U.S., since I migrated, it has been on my heart to really continue the work that I've been doing in Jamaica. So much of what we did in Jamaica, we'll be replicating, while not stopping what we do in Jamaica, we'll be replicating that also in the U.S. and trying to branch off in the Caribbean, because there are some tough spots in the U.S. as well, in New York as well, that needs our help and our intervention. So we'll be doing that. So Music for Life will be back next year here in New York, and hopefully in Jamaica next year as well.
Okay, and just for viewers out there who might be interested in supporting your foundation, could you maybe is there a website or some?
The website is currently under construction, but if you go to Facebook, the Lawman Lynch Foundation, it is right there. And we do have a web presence, an online presence that can be matched with no other. So and importantly, we have been recognized by the United Nations here in the U.S. as an NGO working in youth and community development. So I'm really odd about that.
Okay, well, thank you so much
you
for
very
stopping
much.
by.
Really
You are
appreciate
thank you.
Thank
You're
you. Continue the great work.
Thank you. Okay. And there you have, that was Lawman Lynch. Make sure to hit him up on Facebook because he's doing very good work. And hello, madam. I'm fine. How are you?
Doing well.
Would you like to introduce yourself to the online community?
Sure. I'm Melissa Chapman, Vice President of Government and Community Relations at the Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, wow. Very, very. That was a mouthful. Let her, could you please describe your job for me?
So it's a lot of community involvement in terms of offering the Chamber's programs and services to be helpful to small business owners and individuals. One of the most recent things that we've been working on is our Navigator program, which deals with enrollment and educational services about the Affordable Care Act. So I'm really out in the community a lot promoting it and also helping individuals and small businesses to enroll to ensure that they have coverage and they don't have to pay a $95 fee. And a lot of it also is government relations. So the Chamber is a strong advocate for the Brooklyn business community, and we do lobbying trips to Albany to meet with our statewide elected officials, and also to Washington, D.C. to deal with elected officials at the federal level. And we really serve as the voice of the business community. So when we do our surveys, we take that to our elected officials, and that is really used to inform effective change that would really help Brooklyn to continue to be on the rise in terms of business and entrepreneurship.
Okay. And tell us about your path to stardom. As a little girl, did you know what your aspirations really? Like, how did you?
No, I'm not one of those people that when you're little, I want to be a doctor or a lawyer. For a while, it bothered me that wasn't what I thought about. But I just make the best of every opportunity that's given to me, and I think it's been a natural progression in terms of my career. Like, I would say the progression and the common thread would be to be helpful to people in general. Like, I've worked as a legal assistant, I've worked as a client services specialist in a call center, and I've been a journalist doing human interest stories. So that human element has, transferred very smoothly throughout the years.
And your family, could you tell us about your family life, your upbringing?
Very, very stable. I was born and raised in Guyana, South America, and I came to the States when I was 23, so that's like about 7 years ago. And the majority of my family are now in the States, but I still go back to Guyana every so often. But it's been very stable. My mom, being a single parent, and she just offered really good guidance and urged me to always give of my best in everything that I do. And I think that's what has really led to this momentous occasion.
I agree. Do you have any advice for aspiring young professionals?
Sure. I would advise to be persistent and professional in everything that you do. It's really important to embody a good sense of professionalism, because it's people's first kind of vision of you, and it carries a long way. And then to be persistent, not because someone says no to something means that you're just going to give up and not pursue your dream, but to be very persistent in pursuing your dream, whatever that dream is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well said by our awardee. Have a good evening. And we'll just take a few seconds break. Be right back. We have here a representative from Diaspora-dashboard.com. Make sure to check them out. It's Diaspora-dashboard.com, where the Caribbean people meet. Mr. Winston Small. Hello there, sir. How are you today?
I'm pretty good today.
I'd like to hear more about Diaspora Dashboard. Could you tell us what it's about?
Diaspora Dashboard is more. It's not looks like a social media, but it's a place where people from the Caribbean can meet. There are services that they can use to promote events. There's a calendar for the Diaspora to enter their events, and we also have a IPTV channel where one can advertise their events. They can post it, and there's a lot of stuff. It's all a place where we offer everything, where people from the Caribbean can interact, can get their message out to the public, and promote their business. There's a religious component where churches can advertise their events. We can also, stream their services, so people back home in the home countries can see what's going on.
Okay. So why diaspora-dashboard.com? What sets it apart from other websites, if there are any?
I don't think there are any really as comprehensive as the dashboard. As it says, the dashboard is where you can find pretty much everything. So we touch on, as I said before, events, the whole media component, video streaming, web development, pretty much anything that someone within the diaspora would want to get done. We can help them. So companies back in the mother country, they can use that platform to promote their services, their business, stuff like that.
Okay. And if they'd like to reach you, how can they get in touch with Diaspora Dashboard?
Oh, so many ways. Well, you can go directly to the website, which is diaspora-dashboard.com. There's an email address, info@diaspora-dashboard. We have a telephone number, which they can get from the website. So those are some of the ways that they can get to us. We have social media, our Facebook account, we have Twitter, we have a YouTube account that they can go and watch videos posted by the dashboard.
Okay, and Diaspora Dashboard is here to stay. So this event here, do you think is it going to be an annual event?
This event is just it's a start of the whole dashboard component event, and it has a lot. What you're seeing right now is just the beginning. Okay, so people have to tune in as we go along. The Dash TV is to come.
Oh, so there's more in store.
More in store. For people to interact, and the idea is to help people to get whatever they want to get out to the public. Okay, so that's the motto of what we're trying to do.
Okay, sir. So as to the event tonight, we have some very impressive young people here who are being awarded. Can you really speak towards it? What's your impression of tonight on a whole?
I spoke to quite a few of the awardees, and these are very young and promising young guys who are going to be taking over when people like us disappear. They're not here forever. So I like what they're doing, and it's a pretty good group of guys, and I wish them all the best in their endeavors. And the other one are going to be, the trailblazers of, whatever we're doing now, they're going to be the one to take the baton and continue with it. So I'm encouraging them to continue the good work.
Okay, and as an older, what would you say, the vanguard here of the business world, and as an entrepreneur with so much experience, do you have any advice for aspiring entrepreneurs such as yourself, upcoming entrepreneurs?
My advice is really, whatever you want to do, you have to think about it first. And once you decide what you want to do, you have to be serious about it. Nothing comes easy. It's hard work. You have a few guys who may be lucky, but it's not luck. Okay, it's hard work. You have to be determined and know where you want to go. And if you have those in place, then eventually you will make it. Okay? And it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. It could be from the poorest background. It could be from the richest. We all have a path to take, and once you're diligent, you will make it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Small, and we wish diaspora-dashboard.com all the best, and thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, hello. Oh, okay. Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Shelley Worrell. Who am I looking at?
That's fine.
Sorry.
Okay, Shelley, you're one of the award honorees tonight. Congratulations, first of all. Could you tell us more about yourself?
So I'm the founder of Caribbean and the Flatbush Film Festival. I've also just launched a media group. And our claim to fame is that we have the first Caribbean Film Festival in New York City.
Oh.
Can you believe it? It took so long.
When is that? Is it going to be an annual event?
It is an annual event. So we're entering our 5th year. And we've expanded the festival beyond just having it once a year, and we now produce an annual film series.
I see. What kind of films does it usually entail? Or
Caribbean.
Just mostly Caribbean.
That's right.
I'm okay. I was thinking more about the genres that are represented throughout it. Is there a lot of diversity in the film?
So in terms of genres, we are multi-genre. So we don't actually specifically focus on narrative or documentary. We do short form, we do long form, we do narrative, fiction, nonfiction. As long as it has a Caribbean angle, then we will consider it for programming.
Okay. How promising do you think is the Caribbean film area right now, being here in the U.S. with, the major film industry? How promising is it here?
I think that it's extremely promising. There are a lot of opportunities for distribution. I think people are looking for things that are culturally relevant and things that resonate with them personally. And Caribbean film is one of those things that has just started to scratch the surface in terms of the films that are being made and stories being told. So I think that there's a lot of promise and opportunity for sure.
Okay, and what inspired you to go on this path?
Yeah, just as a Caribbean person living in New York, which is one of the most important diaspora cities in the world, I just found that there was a huge gap. Why weren't we being represented on screen? Where were our stories? Where were our people? Where were our accents, right? And then, the opportunity presented itself, and then we just have been building and growing since then.
Oh, wow. So where can people access these films? If someone like myself would like to, really tap into that, where can I go to experience it?
Well, that's one of the things that we're trying to address through our media group, is trying to expand the distribution and marketing opportunities for Caribbean films. So right now, it is really hard to find these films. So if you happen to miss a festival or another festival that may be programming Caribbean film, there aren't really outlets or venues where people can access our own content. And that's something that the media group is working very hard to solve.
Well, I wish you all the best with that. Could you tell us more about yourself personally? Just something interesting.
Well, I was born in Brooklyn, but I'm from the Caribbean.
Which Caribbean island are you? Oh, Trini. Yeah. Did you hear that you're the happiest people in the Caribbean? Did you know that?
I did, of course.
Okay.
How could I miss that?
And you seem with such a beautiful smile. You must know. Is your family here tonight?
No, I'm actually here with Christelle Henry, who is my right hand. She's the person who sort of helps drive a lot of our programs forward. And the Consulate General of Trinidad is my other guest.
Oh, okay. That's nice. And have you been enjoying it tonight?
Yes,
okay,
I have.
Let's tell the people out there how fun it is.
Amazing. You guys should be here. We miss you. But I know you're all here in spirit.
Well, this is a question I've been asking a lot of people because I think it's important. For young people coming up who, they have so many aspirations, dreams, etc., young professionals such as yourself, what advice do you have for them? Or is there anything that you know now that you wish that you knew before that, you'd like to impart to anything that comes to mind?
Yeah, I think there are a few things. One is you have to work hard and you have to show up. There's no substitute for doing the work and showing up. But I think having strong mentors and leadership in place and identifying those people and seeing how you can become a part of their team and contribute and learn from them, that's something, because there are things that we're going to encounter myself. I've been in situations like that a number of times, and I'm sure I'll continue to be in those situations. But it's extremely important for us to actually, look at the generation that came before us, and then also not to forget who we are, to always remain true to yourself, and to be authentic in, everything that you do. And I think that that is what has driven me, and that's what got me here today. And because you can only be yourself, right? I mean, there's no substitute for that. You can't fake it. People will see it, particularly in these times where there's so much transparency with social media. People can spot something that's fake from a mile. So being yourself and remaining authentic. And for many of us, that is, expressing your Caribbean identity. And I think that those are things that we need to always bear in mind. So I would say do the work, show up, find a really great mentor, and be present and be authentic.
And we are here again with Mr. Lennox Price, the Consul General of Barbados. Hello, Mr. Price. How are you today?
Good night. I'm fine. Are you?
I am fine, thank you, sir. It's really wonderful to have you here at the 20 Under 40 Awards. Can you speak really to this evening? What's your impression of this evening's award?
I think it's a very good evening. I think it speaks volumes in that it's really providing a platform for our young people to really showcase their skills and people to get to know them, because as you know, the youth is our future. So whatever we can do to support our young people and whatever opportunity is available, we should always make use of such an opportunity.
Yes, sir. That's a very good answer. I was going to ask you about the diaspora, because most of these people, of course, members of the diaspora. What's your take then on the importance of the diaspora here in the U.S.?
Oh boy, the diaspora is indeed very important. The diaspora has an integral role to play in the development of the various countries. So I think that the respective governments have to, implement programs which are geared towards encouraging the diaspora to make a contribution to the respective countries.
What's your could you maybe give an appraisal then of maybe you'll be able to speak more about Barbados, but on a whole, can you say what do you think of what's being done really to encourage the Caribbean youth nowadays? What's your appraisal of what's being done so far?
I think there are various programs and initiatives which I believe the young people could really focus on. There are always programs in place. We think that a lot of the organizations, the members the leadership is aging. So we need young people to take the organizations forward. So we think that whatever we can do, to really train the young people to, I would say, take charge of the organizations, because we need them. If the young people do not step forward, these organizations will die.
Right.
And the organizations are very important, with respect to making a contribution to, as I said, the respective countries.
Yes, sir. Is there anything in particular, if you could choose one thing that to engage our young people more, what would that be?
Well, the young people should be, given the opportunity to assume leadership roles. I think that's very important. That's a key. I think that they do have a contribution to make, and we need to really encourage them to be part and parcel of the various organizations that exist within the diaspora.
Man, I love their style. Whoa, 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 whoa.